Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another skate video. I want to give you guys some tips and tricks today. If this doesn't prove I'm qualified to do so, I don't know what will. The things we'll be going over today is some tips on no complies, some tips on how to do some tricks that not a lot of people are doing, and then just style tips to make your skating look a little different from everybody else's. I made a reel and like a YouTube short about the no complies, and I got so many comments on how to do so. I still have a bit of a trouble doing it, but it is just a timing thing. What I do is I Mongo push. As soon as I press the Mongo push button, I just do a quick ollie, and then it should do that if you time it correctly. Now that I'm in the opposite stance, it'll be the other push button for the Mongo push. But it's the same thing. A lot of you guys already know this, but if you don't do anything, you will do a 180 no comply. You can even do it into grinds. It looks so good. But to do it backside, you actually have to be turning backside as you push the Mongo push button and do the pop input. So you kind of got to be turning like this. And as you can see, I did it there. I didn't have the most space. We could do it down this little 3-stair. And I don't know what it is, but EA needs to fix the landings. Also, I didn't really step on anything here, so it does look like a trick that Corey Kennedy used to do a lot. Like a no comply back 360. But if we imagine I actually hit the step, it looks pretty good. I might still not really be hitting it, but then it pushes me into a hold fakie stance in my opposite stance. It's so weird that it does this. But yeah, you can spin with it both ways. You could do like a 360, and you can even try to like do it straight, but it always turns out a little bit funky. And then you'll be landing and holding fakie stance in the opposite stance of yours. Because it switches your stance, if you want to do tricks like in the air, you have to do them opposite. It really messed my brain up. So I actually did the opposite shove it for that one, I think. Otherwise it would be spinning the wrong direction. Enough with the no complies. What about some of the tricks that not a lot of people do? I'm talking about flip body varial stuff. Might not be the most popular thing, but if you are doing this on flat ground, I would recommend like winding up for it, and you can actually do some things that are looking really great. Like a kickflip body varial. Maybe a fakie kickflip body varial. I think that one looks super nice. I think the classic flip body varial trick, at least one that I've done the most in my life, I think, is the heel flip body varial. But that one also looks super nice. I don't know what it is with the way that the tricks are flipping their axis, but they just look so good, man. Let's do it with a hard flip. Yeah, that one looks super cool as well. Oh, the inward heel one, or heel flip frontside body varial, is super weird. But it looks good. One I don't think I've seen anyone else do is this one. See, it looks super weird. I think it looks the best in fakie. Doesn't that look cool? And you can do flip body varial stuff in nollie as well, you know? You can even do it into grinds. I should have pressed down on that one to get a crook. You can get some really weird stuff. I love it. If you don't want to go that far, one thing you can do to get, you know, unique style in the game is just to actually spin a little bit with your tricks in the air. A lot of you will know about this, but most people mostly do it for hard flips. You could also do it for like inward heels. I don't know what that guy's doing, but I also think it looks really good on nollie hard flips. That one is underrated. To kind of do it like that, maybe even land in a little bit of a mani tap. And the nollie inward heel as well. That one was a little too much. But you can make stuff look super sick this way. Tray flips as well. I normally like under rotate them a little bit. That was a little too much. But that one looks super smooth, right? I need like a long grind. Has this always been here? I don't think I've skated these hubs before. I need to do that real quick. Ooh, okay. A lot of people are talking about the crooked grinds. and how pinching them like this is all you need to do. But if you actually take a closer look, and this is the way I'll mostly do crooks myself when I'm just like chilling, but as you can see, it's actually not pinched. I know you are putting pressure on the heel and kind of connecting the board to the wheel, but we're not really in the pinch, and that's because it is really hard to get there. But if you get into the crook, which I'm not that good at, but here we are in the pinch. Imagine me grinding down. You really want to like on the edge right there, and that's actually a really hard spot to find, like that. And then you want to pinch it. I've seen a few people do like perfect crooks getting into it like that, and it looks so much better than just the standard one we did a second ago. That one is actually pinched on the wheel. I wish it was easier to kind of land like that. We could try that over here maybe. Just getting a nice long crook, because then you kind of gotta pinch it over to that place. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough to do fast, and it's almost impossible to like land in perfectly from the get-go. Ah, then I slip out of it. It is a bit easier coming from a nose slide and then like getting into it. That is definitely the easiest way of doing it. Just getting into the nose and then just putting pressure once you get that truck on there. Nose slide and then just getting the wheel up there. Ah, that looks so good, man. But see, it's just so tough to get into it directly. There I kinda got into it, right? But it's not the same. Man, it was a nice exit, but it's only later on in the grind we get there. I need to practice a bit more, because I think it can look so freaking good when you do that. Especially with the way the game is looking now after Season 1 update. It is just a joy to roll around the streets here. Oh yeah, I have one more tip for like style and making tricks look a bit different. And for this one, we'll get the Flick It Visualizer on screen. Because as you can see, a lot of people, when they do tricks in this game, it's just kind of like a quick flick, right? Unless you're doing double flip stuff, then you'll actually be holding it. But there is like a middle ground, because the double flip animation is a little bit different from just a regular flip animation. When you do a double flip, it kind of transitions into a different angle animation where it's a bit more tweaked, and you can actually get that on just a single flip if you time it correctly. There it was a little bit. Sometimes it can look a little bit goofy, but I also think it's just nice if you do like a slow backside flip or frontside flip. This could actually add a little bit of style to it. As you can see, there's a little extra flick there, and I think it's because essentially it is about to go into like double flip mode, but then you catch it. They should probably work a little bit of that, like ghost catching. It's not really that bad. And you can kind of do it in all stances, and with some tricks it's worse than others. I actually think the nollie heel might be pretty okay there. Oh my god, over the trash. Yeah, I don't really know, guys. I've had a lot of comments, especially on that no complies short I did. And then just a few people asking like how to make their gameplay look a bit different from others. And I would say the best tip is just experiment. I've given you some things that I like to use, but just experiment, man. sounds like your hippie dad giving you the talk. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you'll have it good. Until the next one, peace out.